Hi, welcome to CTFairBet.com. I want to get into the good numbers first and the good news before I go into any other subject. Right now we have over 7,500 YouTube views, over 46,000 minutes of watch time on YouTube. We have over 40 YouTube subscribers, over 3,000 CTFairBet.com visitors. Facebook is getting a lot busier. We have 35 petition supporters. So again, thank you very much for reaching out to us. Got tons of emails, and what I want to do before I get into different subjects is address some of the emails. The emails are really important. So what I'm going to call this from now on is because a lot of people have emailed me, and we got over 7,500 YouTube views. Somebody's watching us. And I haven't even reached out to my family or any of the casinos I've worked at. So this is slowly picking up steam by itself. This is going to blow up to a much bigger thing. So again, I want to thank everybody for looking at the site, going to, and sending me the emails to ctfairbet@gmail.com. It helps tremendously. But right now, I want to talk about, I worked at Mohegan Sun for 18 years, and most of the emails I'm getting are from Mohegan Sun. So I'm going to call this segment from now on. Hey, Benicio, do me a favor. I keep on using this pen. I keep on clicking it. Let me have the other pen, please. Thank you. I'm going to call this section, from now on, it's going to be called the Part-Time Son, because everybody's working part-time and they're trying to get rid of the full-time people all the time. There was a great article somebody emailed me today that I will get into for a moment. But I just want to touch a couple of the emails, because you folks have sent me emails and I appreciate it. So to a crap dealer on swing shift, I appreciate the email, and it's about the unions. I have personally never been a union member, but my family's, my dad was a cop, my two brothers were cops, my two cousins, my uncle, they were all cops, which means they're PBA members. Their union always has their back. I boxed in a gym that was all roofers and laborers, which means they're all union guys. So, and I saw how the unions took care of them. So I talked to a union official this week, and they're out of state. And again, I don't know enough about it. So if anybody was a union member, if you could email me, it's ctfairbet@gmail.com. I can use your expertise. I need all the help I can get. I got another email and about they closed the medical office at Mohegan Sun. Now, there's patrons there. Things happen all the time. That's where they're going to decide to save money. They got to be able to take blood pressure when somebody gets sick. That means everybody's got to take an ambulance ride. It's $500. So I think they can save money someplace else. Well, I know one place they can save money. Mark and Trevor, why don't you turn in your badge? Because you don't do nothing anyway. So it's unbelievable. So also, somebody emailed me, and I'll actually read the email because it's short. It's suggesting that I'm sticking up for the shift managers. And I'm really not sticking up for the shift managers. I'm out of the casino business, so I have no dog in this fight. I have no reason to do that. But it says, why one shift? I can't read that far. Why one shift needs? Why shift manager? Why is there? They need more than one shift manager per shift. When one floor person watches 6 tables, they're monitoring it. This is stupid. That's how Mohegan Sun can save on shift managers. The shift managers walk together around the casino floor. Take care, thanks. This is sent by a real good kid on swing shift. He's a baccarat dealer. Nice kid. Real educated guy. Good guy. Shift manager's got a tough job. And the only reason why I knew before I came to Mohegan Sun, this wasn't my first supervisor's job by no stretch of the imagination. I ran a little small casino, Indian casino in Iowa, and horrible place to work. Nice people, some of them, but really rough place to work. If we saw a black chip, the surveillance bubble would fall out of the sky. We had duct tape on the layout. Patrons got their own drinks, non-alcoholic. But it's tough firing people. It's tough bringing people in the office and giving them the phone, knowing them that somebody in their family died, or again going back to terminations. That's a hard thing to do. So they have to every day put up with beefs, give people write-ups. It's not an easy job. Some people are good at it. Some people are lazy. I mean, we had shift managers that used to come to work drunk on graveyard. Excuse me. All right, that's good. But on graveyard, it was a mess. We had one, if you lit a match in front of her, she'd be like a dragon. She was so banged up all the time. But for the most part, most of the shift managers have been really fair to me. So, you put a good, I have no beef. Most of the dual rates do a great job. So, they're getting paid nothing to shift. For all that aggravation, for what? Some of them have abused it. I remember one guy on grave that, I guess even today I hear he's still being abusive to people. I had one when I was going through the worst time of my life, and everybody thinks this guy is, strict and mean. But when I was going through a hard time in my life and all upset in the parking lot because my kids were upset and my life was falling apart, and he would walk in the pit and he knew I was really upset, and I was, he would walk in the pit and say, "Glenn, just go home." And he was shifting, and he would let me leave, and he would watch my pit even though he was shifting. One time my blood pressure was through the roof and he was shifting. He walked me into the medical center to get my blood pressure taken. So this guy's wife used to work there, and she got let go, and I owe this guy, and he was fair. That's all you could ask for. I have another shift manager on the grave that through my hardest times, this guy made my life horrible. And this guy should have been terminated years ago. He was just brutal. Never should be a shift manager. Completely abused his power. He was on almost of all my write-ups. And this guy used to abuse his power. And from what I understand, he's still abusing his power. There's one dealer, I think 2 supervisors that he hates, that he always rides. And here's a guy that told another man, and I don't care, straight, gay, straight. I got 3 kids. When I'm turned out to be gay, what do I care? As long as they love somebody, they don't hurt nobody, none of my business. But this guy told another friend of mine, a guy, that he has pretty eyes. That's right, you heard it. He told a good friend of mine, "You got pretty eyes." You know how freaked out my boy was? Because my boy don't get down like that. He looked at my buddy like a fat kid looks at a fat kid looks at a jelly donut. My boy freaked out. So, I'm not going to say his name now, but you better stop abusing the help on graveyard. You know who you are. I'm giving you fair warning. Next time you go to work, you better be nice to people. And you better stop picking on those same 3 guys and know who you pick on, because they're good people and they do a good job. So, these guys are emailing me all the time how brutal you are. Okay, one thing, I get a tremendous amount of emails, and I try to answer them as much as I can. And the Facebook thing I try, but I have limitations. If anybody would like to assist me, contact me in CTFairBet@gmail.com. Somebody emailed me this article. It says, MGM steps up opposition to proposed tribal casino project. Okay, MGM is going at it with Foxwood and Mohegan Sun. And I'll just give you a couple lines of what it says. They're trying to stop them from going to the airport because it's not on tribal land. They should allow everybody to go there. But it says that the two Indian casinos should not venture off reservation to open up a gaming site without allowing other companies to compete, which is more than fair. And there's a casino expert named Alan Silver from Ohio University. I think any business person would be doing the same thing. He agrees with MGM should be checking and questioning the fairness of Connecticut law to protect Foxwood Mohegan Sun's best interest is kind of we're getting into antitrust and monopolies. We can't have that. Now, here's a spokesman for Foxwood and Mohegan Sun. Tell me this guy ain't got some nerve. Well, this guy said it with a straight face. This is a classic. This is what he says about MGM. They will say anything, do anything, spend anything to protect their bottom line. And if they succeed in Connecticut, more residents will find themselves in the unemployment line. Let me tell you, this guy's got a pair of huevos on him. They must be gigantic. Because you know what? This guy must be direct descendant of Pinocchio. His nose must grow like this. Because if bullshit can fly, he'd be in airport. MGM has all the right to protect their interests. Actually, Connecticut should invite MGM to come to Bridgeport because they'll do a much better job. And I just, all my friends that lost their job, you know what? I have a question for everybody. And if somebody could email me, if they have a number on how many pit bosses lost their job and floor people lost their jobs at Foxwood and Mohegan Sun, just out of curiosity, if you can give me that number. And here's another thing, and this came from the top of the food chain, which I was really surprised. I thought this man was smarter than that. It was said that I'm coming across on CTFairBet.com as a disgruntled employee. Well, guess what, my college-educated friend? I am pissed off. Not about the $57,000 you stiffed me for on my severance package. You're not going to get the airport. I can guarantee you that. If I have to spend every dollar I have to hire a lobbyist, I am disgruntled. You know why I'm disgruntled? Not the $57,000. I'm disgruntled about all my friends who have taken their jobs, all the divorces, all the people at Mohegan Sun working part-time, all the jobs you took. You don't produce anything. You don't make anything. You guys, it's like having the only bar in New York. How can you go bad? How can you be $2 billion in debt? Okay, so, and you're saying I'm too emotional? You're right, I'm emotional. It's called having a heart. So if you don't get emotional, us guys from Atlantic City, Vegas, and England, we taught you guys this business. Okay, we fought for your money more than you do. We care more about your money than you guys do. We're the ones at those crap tables, those blackjack games, those roulette games, those baccarat games, fighting for your money, not you guys. You guys are MIA. How many guys on table games are Mohegans? None of you. And the ones you do have, you got Trevor and Mark. You made them directors? Are you kidding me? What was the qualification? Walk and chew gum at the same time? Come on. So you're the ones that promote these guys. But again, who watched your money? Guys like me that cared about your money. So don't, if you guys want to say that I'm, upset or, sounds like a disgruntled employee, I am. And I'm mad that my friends lost their jobs. So how many nervous breakdowns there were. I can go on and on. So I'm going to end this now. And I want everybody to like the video, subscribe on YouTube, if you would please, sign our petition. But if you go on Facebook, again, I hate to be redundant. If you go on Facebook, please don't like it because there's some bottom dweller again at the Sun who's going to be checking who likes on Facebook. But again, I'm honored that you visit my site, and you know, we're working with the union people, and hopefully I can get some kind of protection for the employees at Mohegan Sun. And you got to remember, I have nothing to gain in this. I'm not making a dime out of this. So you're getting an advocate for free. One more thing before I go. One thing you have to remember, now that the medical station is closed, and if somebody could email me, I'd really appreciate this, because I'm just getting this through email. But supposedly at Mohegan Sun, if you get injured, you have 24 hours to put in a incident report pertaining your injury. Since there's no medical station anymore, you get hurt, you go home, and you take 2 days off, and you come back to work. You can't file a medical since there's no medical station anymore. So then you get fired, or you get to hire a lawyer. Good luck with tribal court, because you're definitely not going to win there. The co-worker of mine who got wrongly accused, she still hasn't been adjudicated in her case. So it's 16 months, 18 months later. So you don't want to go to tribal court, because nothing's ever going to happen. So again, as soon as you get injured, you're going to have to do an incident report right away. Whether it's the smallest thing, immediately. So everyone, thank you for visiting the site. I truly appreciate it. Look forward to talking to you again. Take care. Have a great week. Thank you.